So I'm not ready at all. I'm not going to talk about the pictures, so you don't need to look at them. Uh, I'm an architect, and after I graduated, I read a book, finally, by Peter Eisenman, and this is what I've learned from the book. Vitruvius asked, "What is the architecture like?" And he answered, "It's useful, it's firm, and beautiful." Alberti asked, "What does such an architecture look like?" And he answered, "It looks like beautiful, it looks like firm, and it looks like useful." And but how does it achieve this? And the answer by Blondel was by historical references and by Perrault. It was quite natural for architecture to be like that. And this was the base of modernism and of eclecticism too. But how does the architecture represent its nature? And Mies answers that less is more, and Venturi objects that less is more. And Eisenman answers the questions of historical references by anteriority, by excavations and palimpsest, and MVRDV asks, is the function already invented? And they answer by parametrical organization. Yeah. And what do we ask? Do we even ask questions like this about architecture? And I realized that I do want to ask these questions, but I don't know how. And I was out of the school, and I knew some people that actually were working conceptually and theoretically, but there was no platform to meet them and to ask them. And then I realized that I only have to ask them. So I asked two of my friends, architects, I asked them about their methods of design, and we organized a public discussion. We invited people. We wanted to share the knowledge they have, and what can they tell us? And to my surprise, almost 50 people came, and we were not known, we were not famous, and we were talking for 2 hours about theory, about concepts, and we were showing no pictures. That's why I didn't want to refer to the pictures, because I didn't want people to look at the work they've done. I wanted to hear the thoughts behind. And this was quite successful. I was surprised. So we carried on, and during the last year, we organized 5 more discussions like this with many guests, and they were all quite popular. And then I thought that it's time to make a discussion without any guests, a discussion with only architects and people who were interested between each other. So we organized 6 more discussions like that in Bratislava. And altogether, after half a year of events like this, we had 12 events done. We've been in 3 cities, 2 in Slovakia, 1 in Czech Republic. We had 22 guests. We had hundreds of people in the audience, and we were only talking. We were not showing pictures. Well, maybe there are some pictures, but generally not. After all of these questions we asked, I thought that it's time to give a statement, or to say something, or to look for an answer. So I found a board of guarantees who have risen a question or general topic. And the topic was disorganization and time aspects of architecture. And we gave this topic to 6 theoreticians, 1 DJ, 1 VJ, and curators. And we organized a big event in the National Gallery in Bratislava. And all these people, they created some content on this topic. The theoreticians gave 6 lectures. The DJ played music to these lectures all the time. The VJ, he made some performance on the ceiling, some projection. And it took 2 days, and there were again many people in the audience. So altogether, we collected 12 original texts that were made for us or at our events. We are going to publish the texts next month in an architectural magazine in Slovakia. We are preparing a book, and all this is quite unique because there is always a presentation of architectural work that has been built, and it's always something like showing off. And we didn't want to do that. We only were referring to great questions of architecture, something like I was trying to show in the beginning. We were avoiding any actual problems of the building industry and of the real estate market. We were only asking big questions of architecture. We were asking what is the architecture, what is the architectural theory, what are the creative methods, what is the digital architecture, what are the gender aspects of architecture. And this is what we created. And right now, it's a question what happens next, because there were some issues with the project, some financial issues. And for the moment, it's been stopped, and it's very probable that I would move to Vienna very soon. And if I actually manage to move to Vienna, then I would try to do this again here somewhere. Thank you.